Welcome to another VOD review of the finals of African Cup. Is that what it's called? Just kidding, guys, of course. I hope you guys have seen the first two games. If you haven't, go check them out before you reach this third game. This is the finals between Fox Gaming against the Black Lotus. And I hope you enjoyed the first two reviews. The third one, I'm finally having decent quality. I got sent this by another. Okay, I don't know if he wants to be called out or not, but anyways, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what time? It's time for a fucking VOD review. So let's get down to it. Before we start, let's look at the drafts here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see the drafts because they do the draft on Pro Draft first and then they go into game, so I can't really see which order it is, but I can probably take a guess. So I'm gonna guess that they first pick Kha'Zix, Fox Gaming, because the enemy team, or the enemy jungler, seems to be a Kha'Zix OTP, as we saw from the previous games. Then probably, whatever, it doesn't matter. I should probably not sit here and try to guess the draft order. I think it's more important we just talk about the comps. So we had Volibear into Malphite, a pretty good matchup for Senyu. He's gonna have a pretty good time on top lane. He's gonna have priority on top, that's for sure. Mid lane, Sylas versus TF. TF can win early, but later on it becomes pretty unplayable for TF, and he can also steal his ulti later on. So we got a good mid lane matchup and good top lane matchup. And then the jungle matchup, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's skilled. It's a skill matchup, I would say. I personally think that Kha'Zix is stronger than Lee Sin, or like good into Lee Sin. It's just about whoever hits level 6 first. I think Lee Sin can win any matchup if he hits level 6, of course, but I think it should be kind of Kha'Zix favored. However, I think Lee Sin and TF is a really great combo together, and they're gonna be able to set up a lot of plays. I'm hoping I will see the Black Lotus, because they've lost every single early game so far, and I think that's their weakness. The early game has been really weak, and they tend to fall very far behind in the early game. And I'm very excited to see Narukia on his Leona, see where he's gonna be on the map this game, and hoping for a spicy game. And then we're also going to talk about the bot lane matchup. It's Thresh Jhin versus Leona Senna. I don't know too much about this matchup, but I assume that Thresh Jhin are going to have the priority. But yeah, I think Leona and Senna has to kind of all in, or Leona is just an all-in champ. I'm not expecting a lot of action bot lane. I think Jhin and Thresh is just going to push. And then Leona will just look to roam later on. And then it just, I'm hoping they will enable Akazan on Twisted Fate, so he's going to be able to ulti to the side lanes. Not many options. I really dislike picking Twisted Fate when you don't have a carry top laner. We see this a lot at Worlds and in other regions as well, where Camille and Twisted Fate together is kind of a combo. So Twisted Fate can ulti top, Camille ultis, and it's just a free kill. You can snowball this lane, and you basically have a win condition. But I really dislike that they have a tank top with Twisted Fate. He doesn't really have anywhere to ulti towards. Also, Proxius took cleanse. I really like that cleanse usage. A lot of laners tend to take heal just to play for lane, but him knowing that he takes cleanse this game is gonna save him from either a Thresh hook or it's gonna save him from the TF ulti, which I think Twisted Fate is gonna be porting bot lane a lot this game. I think the win condition for the Black Lotus is to play through mid this game, try to enable Twisted Fate to be able to roam into enemy jungle, and get the vision down. I think they need to shut down Mirai on this Kha'Zix. As we saw the previous games, Kha'Zix has one of the weakest early games in the game right now. And if you're able to shut down him early, he's going to be a non-factor for the rest of the game. However, this is pretty hard, considering they do have top lane priority, so Mirai can always path towards top side, and Senyu can help him out in case he does get invaded. Mid lane, they're going to have priority, or Twisted Fate's going to have the priority early on. But later on it's going to be a decent matchup. So I think Mirai just needs to farm to level 6 here and look for plays later on. So let's get down to it. Not expecting too many early games. Not expecting too many early game shenanigans. We've seen a lot of level 1s at Worlds, and I think it's a very good strategy to do level 1s. I think they could look to late invade bot, considering that they are a lot stronger. But it's a bit risky, of course. Map splitting for bot lane would be really good this game, because they do have a tank top lane matchup, so they probably don't need them. So blue start from Mirai. He's gonna be using that priority he has topside to get the prio instead. However, I do like I think blue start with Kha'Zix is really nice because you can just full clear, you get CDR on the blue buff, and you know, you clear a bit faster. However, I do think this game, if Mehdi, that's my middle name actually, it's a cool name. If Mehdi decides to invade his bot side later on, if he went blue, let's say red-blue Gromp this game, he could look to invade his bot side considering the bot lane priority and mid lane priority he has. I think one of the differences between, like at Worlds, we see they use Prios really extremely well. So he should already know before the game starts that he will have mid lane priority and bot lane priority, and it's up to him to choose what he can do with this. Instead, he decides to do red Krugs and clear his top side. I don't agree with it. I think we can already see Akazan is already moving into enemy jungle and they're putting down deep wards, which is really nice to see. Very good usage of Prio. I would have loved to see Lee Sin and Twisted Fate just invade his red buff with the early Prios that they do have. However, Mirai is gonna survive this one early game. He went a pretty smart pathing red-blue into red buff already. So he picked that up, already secured buffs. Very nice. Lee Sin, however, cleared his full top side. He's looking through mid lane here. See if he can get anything. He's probably not going to be able to contest the bot side crab. Mirai recognizes it as well, and Senyu is doing great on this top lane matchup. We might even see a dive on top lane early on. Also, I might be too loud with my new microphone. I turned up the sensitivity because I noticed my last video was super low. Like, what the hell, man? That was really weird. Okay, just a trade. Both junglers handshake. That I'll take bot side crab, you take top side crab. Mehdi is looking for a gank here on side. They do have a ward on him though. This might be a 2v2. Oh, okay. Instead, Akazan is the one who gets baited, loses his flash. It's gonna be very impactful for his lane. Mirai is level 4 already. Mehdi has only cleared 3 camps and a crab, while Mirai has already cleared his full top side and the red buff and the raptors. So Mirai is already off to a really good start in this matchup, and like I said before the game, it's all about who hits level 6 first. That's how you're gonna win it. Ooh, bot lane doing an all-in. Let's see what happened there actually. Oh, okay, Shending. Maybe you should play Shen more. Okay, that was... what the hell is he doing actually? He's just... like... him and his support is like completely off. Have you guys seen that Core JJ video where they say how you're supposed to play support? This is a good example. Like the support should always be in line. Actually, I do have a mouse. You can see the mouse. So basically there's like a line that you always have to follow. So the support always has to be in the same line as the AD, you know? You should never be behind your AD. In this case, I think Shending Marok, is that Emma for Marok? I assume it's for Marok, but if it's not, Shending anyways, is completely inting here. He should not be walking up like this. There's a wave, I don't know what he's thinking, but if Thresh was the one who was here and take bush, I mean the bush priority in lane, then they could gain a lot of pressure that way, but this does make no sense. However, I do think it can be salvaged if the Thresh just throws out the lantern and gets him out again and reset the lane. But he's probably also like, if I could zoom in right now, I will do it on my edit if I can. But if you could zoom in this guy's like, bruh, what are you doing? Anyways, taking a bad trade. Narukia sees a good play though by Thresh to make sure that he doesn't complete the E. Has to use cleanse and walk away, and the lane is now in a terrible state. They're very low. The wave is also, it's fine. It's gonna push towards the Black Lotus. Should not be a problem, but now because of this, Mirai also gains... oh, holy shit. Okay. I mean, I do like these kind of 1v1 dives, because I think it's about like mental block. You like mentally win against your opponent when you dive them like this. But already a really good start for Fox Gaming. This is extremely dominant. Is Fox Gaming the best team in the world? I think so. This is brutal, dude. Already the early game. So let's get down to it. Mirai is already ahead in XP. He took... actually, wait, whoa. Lee Sin's level 5, actually. Oh yeah, he got a huge wave in mid. But... wait, did he seriously take the entire wave? Because Mirai took his Krugs, right? And he already cleared all his camps, while Lee Sin did not. So he's already ahead in that factor. Yeah, he took the entire wave. That's kind of weird. I think this is gonna really fuck TF. Because that was a huge wave, no? Like, look at it. Okay. Yeah, it's literally 2 waves. Did he seriously take all that? Bro, I mean, Twisted Fate has TP. It's completely fine. He gets TP back mid. Please let TFS TP mid and take that wave. Oh my god. Well, okay, he just took the entire wave. He's level 5 now, even though he is behind in the jungle matchup normally. He did pick up all that, but I think Twisted Fate's gonna have a really hard time. The wave is pushing towards Fox Gaming, and he does not have flash. We might see a gank here. Oh! Okay, so let's see here. He does have TP now still. He has TP advantage. Fox Gaming with an all-in on bot lane, and remember he does not have cleanse from earlier on. 1 HP. But good TP by Akazan to recognize it and saving his TP. I guess giving up the entire wave mid actually paid off later on. It's gonna end up with a double kill here. Probably, yes, a double kill for Twisted Fate. This really saved him. He was completely out of it. But, and also they make a play on top lane as well. The Black Lotus. I really like this early game from Black Lotus now. Because I think their problems before was that they were way too passive on the last 2 games. So I really like to see that they're, you know, trying to take the things in their own hand. Even though what the Shending or the Jin did earlier was like completely int, I still like the, what do you call it, the aggression. He's like, we're already 0-2, let's just go out fighting and we'll see what happens, you know. So I still like that they're trying to be active, they're not AFK, they're not gonna try to lose this early game, and as a result, they're actually ahead for the first time in early game. So really nice by Black Lotus. Unfortunately, they did not get the kill on top lane here. Good gank timing by Mehdi. But Volibear is a really strong champion, and Malphite does not have any mana. Could possibly... Oh, if that Q hit, Senju would be dead. But Senju, obviously, big brain. He already knew that he would dodge that, so he has walked in a straight line. What I smurf, right? Mirai, gonna keep farming. Is not that good in XP, honestly, because he didn't farm. I want to see what he was doing while the entire map was being burning. So very odd pathing here. I mean, he was probably running for the Gromp, and then he saw a bot lane. Wait, what is his decision making? I want to see what he thinks. Is it the dragon thing again, that they're really obsessed with dragons? I think they're obsessed with dragons. They want dragon, right? I mean, dragon timing is not bad because Twisted Fate's not level 6 yet, and Lee Sin is also not level 6, so this is probably the only time he could take it. But I think with Kha'Zix it's better to just farm up to level 6 as fast as possible, and then from there on you can start taking dragons. You should take dragons, usually when there's no camps up, I think you can do dragons, but... Mirai was running topside, but ends up wasting a lot of time, does not get to the Krugs faster, and meanwhile Lee Sin was ganking top and clearing his jungle. Fox Gaming overstepped, do not respect the TP advantage that Akazan has, and end up getting double killed. Mirai probably still chilling, now they know that Lee Sin was topside earlier, clears the vision around mid. I think that's good. Good that they're the dragon. He would be a completely int dragon, considering they do not have any priorities and enemy teams coming out of base. So Mirai is gonna keep farming here. Knows that he probably can't go for the crab, considering that Malphite does have priority. I hope you take this blue. Mirai, take the blue. Take the blue. Don't give it. Take the blue, Mirai. Take it! Take it! He doesn't deserve it. Take it! Ah, he took it. That's what I like to see. Oh, I even smited it just to show him that he can't have it. Ah, Mirai. So alpha. Crazy. They know they just took dragon. Good response from Black Lotus. They recognize that their bot lane is in a good situation right now after getting the double kill. However, they do lack flash on Jin. So let's see if Mirai can look for an opportunity later on. Both TPs on top lane are equal, so there's not going to be any TP disadvantage. Mid lane, however, is going to have TP advantage in around 3 minutes. I do dislike that Fox Gaming hasn't really done anything with the priority that they have top lane. Senju is winning this matchup pretty hard. It's, oh my god, but Senju, what the fuck are you doing to this guy? It's 54 CS. It's actually a 25 lead. Actually, it's even more, 30 CS lead on this top lane matchup. This is brutal, but I don't blame Unperfect because I think Malphite is a shit champ versus Volibear, and Volibear is a really strong dominant laning champion. But what I wanted to say earlier was I would would have liked to see Mirai and Zenyu play together because he knows he has top lane priority, and now mid lane starts winning his matchup as well. So I would really like them to. They should not give this red buff to Lee Sin, you know. Like, he's level 6 now, Mirai. I think they should be pushing top. Like, he should be hard forcing this mid wave, and they should look for this Lee Sin in the jungle. Like, look where Twist. You see where Seijuro is right now? Or Akas. What is he called? Akashi. It's Akashi, right? So let's say Akashi. See where he is? That's where Mirai should be. They should be forcing him out of this red buff, and he should not be able to take this. However, they're gonna look for the top lane dive here. He just takes Malphite ulti. Always nice with Sylas. One of the worst things that can happen to you is that when enemy team picks Sylas, and you have a Malphite, because then he's gonna have a full AP Malphite Sylas ulti. Malphite ulti. They're gonna use the priority to get this Herald. However, he is gonna lose his red buff and his bot side camps. Not the best for Mirai, but not much they can do. They do have bot lane priority. Thresh is moving immediately. However, I do like this early game by... I'm not sure. I think they had to give this Herald unless they... Could they have swapped earlier? Let's see. Okay. So Herald is gonna spawn in 30 seconds. I think they do have a slow push here on bot lane, as you can see. If they push this wave in, I think they can look for reset and look to swap for this Herald. Because I think... Right now the game is like so lost for their top laner. They should probably just use him to like get the Herald or just fight with his ulti. I mean, Zenyu hasn't based for a really long time. I don't know, this build, is it good or is it bad? I have no idea. 2 Doran's ring into Doran's shield. Feels like a waste of gold. That's like almost 1.2k that you waste. But it's working, so can't complain about that. Because there's many ways you can use your priority, right, on bot lane. So they don't even need to reset. They do have BF sword right now, so they're actually having the advantage on bot lane, and they do have TF ulti as well. I would really like them to see them push this wave, and with Lee Sin having his topside camps here, since they didn't invade on topside, Lee Sin could just look to clear this, hit level 6, and bot lane could move after this wave and move into mid, and force the mid lane priority, and then start as Lee Sin starts Herald, right? They're moving, and Lee Sin starts Herald. And then they should be able to collect this Herald, because I think when they're snowballing, it's really good to get this Herald. Because I'm not sure what they do with this bot lane thing, right? They're not doing anything right now with their priority. So I really think they could definitely stop this Herald. They should not give it up. They know that the enemy team is probably starting it. If they're moving right now, they should be able to stop it. But they're not. So they're just going to give up this Herald. They're staying bot, taking some plates. And Fox Gaming's bot lane is also respecting, because they're assuming they're gonna get dove. TF is out of in fog, and Lee Sin as well, so they're actually sweating right now. They don't have any TPs to respond as well in case they do get doved. I really hope the Black Lotus do dive them, because they have to do something. They can't just give Herald. It's fine to give Herald, but you need to be active, you know, like. So League of Legends is a game of chess. The enemy team makes a move, you also make a move. And then whoever makes the better moves will eventually, you know, kill the queen. But, no, the king, sorry. I don't even play chess. Why am I using chess analogies when I don't play chess? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyways, my point is, you need to be active. You cannot be AFK. Like, if they recognize right now, hey, Shen Herald is being taken, guys, what can we do? Let's dive bot, we have a bot lane slow push here, let's go, wee woo. They should make something at least. Like on this wave, I think they should dive. However, I do think Fox Gaming, it's too late to do the dive, because they already took the Herald, they reset it, and Fox Gaming is ready to respond here. Oh, okay. Thresh of Lantern? Oh, okay, he survives. Oof, that was close. We're not expecting that. I want to see how they use the Herald. They're gonna invade this blue buff. Good use of the priority. Okay, so the Black Lotus had around 1k gold lead before, and it has now shrunk to equal. So they have not actually gained anything, and they have not snowballed their priority or their gold lead. They should have looked to dive bot lane a long time ago, but they never did. I think also after the double kill, when they realized Leona has no flash, I think the biggest issue this game is how bot lane is using their priority. Like how the Black Lotus bot lane is using their priority. Because the thing is, Twisted Fate does not win this matchup on mid lane, right? But he has a bot lane who has to push all the time, and bot lane can assist him. Instead of going bot and hitting the tower on every wave and just pushing the waves, if they just use their priority to move here and help mid lane, if they just move mid once, then they can help Akazan to get priority, and then he can also help them dive bot lane afterwards. But if they're never helping their mid laner, then he's always going to be under tower, and he's not going to be able to move and use his Twisted Fate ulti. So like I said in the beginning of the game, it's important you play through mid. You need to make sure that Twisted Fate can use his priority and use his ultis. Because Twisted Fate's not just going to ulti when he has a wave under his turret. He needs to get the priority. And in order to get the priority, he needs help from his team. And he's not getting any help. So he's just under his turret, and a Twisted Fate under his turret is... You might as well have a Kassadin. At least he scales. But yeah, not much to be done. Twisted Fate is pretty strong, but he's not being used effectively. He does get a plater mid. I think... what happened? What did... Oh no. Okay. I mean, Silas based on this cannon wave, which you usually do. You base on a cannon wave, but I think he didn't base for a long time. That's why. Yeah. He has a lot of gold, actually. He gets one plate. Thresh is coming mid now. I like this. I think it's the first time I see Thresh mid the entire game. Mehdi with a good response here. Good usage of Twisted Fate ulti. However, I do think that guy was dead anyways, but still good. They do lose mid lane priority though and a plate. Oh, Mirai! Mirai! Okay, that was... Well, was it useful? I mean... I think he doesn't need to jump. I think he can just... No, he has to jump. It's too far. I mean, he did ulti, right? And then he jumped. I think it's not worth it at all. But he does get a kill at least. I mean, Unperfect does not have flash, right? So he dies. Does get the kill, but has the flash. Jhin opens up on bot lane. Ooh, 100% hit rate. Actually, no, he missed two. The win conditions are slowly fading away for the Black Lotus. Kha'Zix is getting stronger, Volibear is getting stronger, and Sylas is just going to be a really huge factor this game, considering they do have Malphite ulti. But now I like this from Twisted Lee Sin coming mid, even though it's not successful. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Hakashi, let's go, dude. The Lee Sin practice in solo queue, dude, finally paying off. All that off-roll jungling. Okay, let's go. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it in slow motion, guys. Yes, for the... Nice, okay. So, let's get back to the series review here. Very nice, very nice. Good usage. Unfortunately, this is what Lee Sin should have done a long time ago and helped this mid laner. I would have liked to see Lee Sin and Thresh just come mid here, help him get the priority so they can free up this TF. But they never did, so this is what happens now. It's too late, you know, so Sylas is too strong. You can't win against him anymore. You don't have enough damage. He's just too OP at this point. I mean, I'm not sure if they could have actually killed him. It's such a miscommunication here. I feel like their synergy is like so off. Like Akazan is looking to push the wave. He even blocks the red card. Mehdi is like, hey, let's go fight this guy. He's inting. He's so far up. And it's just like, that guy's, he's just queuing the wave and like hitting the wave, and this guy's just getting murdered. That's brutal. I think maybe if he gold carded, they could have looked, but it sucks. I like the approach though from Black Lotus, looking to go through mid here. Unfortunately, they lost the Herald earlier, so they're probably going to be losing the mid turret as well here. Huge lead for Fox Gaming again, taking control of the game. 1k gold lead. Honestly, I feel like Fox Gaming are just on another level of these teams. Just to put it like straightforward, I don't think Fox Gamers are like... I don't think Black Lotus are like playing really bad or something, but it just feels like Fox Game is just a better team and they're on the same page. And they know how to play as a team. Black Lotus try to cross map here, try to respond. They're gonna lose top turret, they're trying to trade for bot lane turret. I like that at least. They're trying to be active, trying to get something on the map. I think the biggest issue of this series is the early game usage. I think both teams are not using their priorities correctly, and they're not actively looking to play with pushes or like with prios, right? And because I feel like they, first of all, okay, so level 1, right? Lee Sin could have easily invaded the Kha'Zix with his mid lane priority and bot lane priority early. And once he recognized, hey, he started blue actually, let's just go invade his red. He could go red into red, steal something from Mirai. But he didn't, he just did Krugs, and they didn't really, it's like early game takes a lot of planning, you know, right? And you need to know who has prio and who doesn't, and then you need to make a plan around it. If he knew that mid and bot does have prio, then he could be like, hey, so we can invade his red, right? You can move first and we can go there and we fight. And Lee Sin level 2 probably wins against Kha'Zix, I would say, because of his shield. His shield is OP. But now Fox Gaming again in the driver's seat. They did int last game. They did not finish it out cleanly, so I do want to see if they focus this game. Good usage of TF ulti here again, not respecting it from Narukia. Being a bit too deep, honestly. I mean, okay, first of all, I don't think Senyu should be hitting this turret. It's really int. He knows that Twist of Fate has ulti. He does not have any vision at all. He has only a ward here. And his jungler is topside, and also Seijuro has not, or Akashi, has not even pushed top. Like, he's running top lane. Like, they seem completely off. His Senna is in base. Like, why are you hitting this turret, Senyu? It's haram to hit this turret. It's haram. You cannot hit this turret right now. It's really bad timing. You don't have any pressure. Mid lane is not pushed in. Only wave is like pushed in is top lane, but your jungler is top. You need to respect this. And Herald is also coming up. You need to just be patient. He could instead just look to, like, after you push this wave, hey, meet up with Leona. Help her get vision. Don't hit this turret. But I get it. You want to get one plate before the before the plates go down. But it's not good. It's not good. It's better to play for vision and pressure. It's a lot safer. And you also don't know where anyone is, so I think that was his int. Okay, Herald is up though. They're gonna lose the bot lane turret, but Senny does have TP. Oh, he doesn't have TP. He's just standing in the bush. It's the super play. Let's see what he does. Oh, he got into that bush actually. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Don't know why he used cleanse there. There's actually 0 chance he dies. And the stun is just 1 second. Should not be an issue. He has to use the cleanse though. Is it 3-minute cooldown on cleanse? I think it is, right? Yeah, it has to be 3 minutes. They won't have cleanse now for the next Leona ulti. They could look to abuse that. Herald is being taken now. Senyu doesn't have TP. I'm not sure why they give this Herald actually. No, they... Because bot lane is moving and Senyu is under his turret. Does Senyu move? No, Senyu is still bot lane. But yeah, this is what happens, right? I mean, I don't think... Sadly, he can't really play the game anymore. This Twisted Fate. He doesn't have any magic assist. Not sure about the cooldown reduction boots. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't think it would have saved him. But yeah, I mean, Twisted, like I said, the matchup, right? Twisted Fate wins early, can get push, etc. But at some point, Silas is way too strong, and he can always heal up, out-sustain you, and push the wave in front of your face. And they didn't really use the early pressure that Twisted Fate had, so this is the result. They cannot win the side lane anymore. Twisted Fate is probably going to be a non-factor, unless you can get good ultis off later on. A bit over-aggressive by Akashi though. They did manage to pick up the Herald now. They're still in control. Mirai is farming. Haven't seen much of Mirai this game, honestly. He's been taking the Heralds and stuff, but I haven't really seen him do too much, actually. He hasn't been working with his jungle, with his support getting vision together. Ooh, Twisted Fate comes out here, but okay. Well, let's see how this happened. So again, it's so mistimed. It's so mistimed. I think it's like Kha'Zix is bot right now, right? And they should be playing together this, like Kha'Zix should be playing on Syla's side. Like you don't need to play around this, or you don't need to play around Senyu. He's already winning top lane really hard. he can't get killed by Lee Sin because he's giga strong, and Volibear is one of the best best side laners out there when it comes to not dying to like a gank or something, or like on 2v2, 2v1. So I think because Malphite doesn't have enough damage, like they just don't have enough damage to attack this Volibear, so he does not need any shadowing, like he does not need a bodyguard. But I think Mirai is playing for the camp, so he's just running top and taking the Grump here, but in reality, him and Leona should be going through the Sylas. Like they should be both be bot together. Like they should be playing through the Sylas, because considering how strong he is and how hard he wins versus TF, if Sylas is able to play aggressive this game, or like play aggressive on this Twisted Fate, he can get pressure, and then they can move together and help mid lane as well afterwards. But Mirai's top lane, they're a bit off Fox gaming this on this. They don't respect what enemy team can do. I don't know if I think it's overconfidence because they're 2-0 up, right? And they are a better team, but I still think they need to respect their opponents, because you don't see anyone where they are. You know they're 2 mid, and Twisted Fate has ulti, and they just instantly port on him, right? So he's just going to be taken down here. Does take the Twisted Fate ulti before he goes down. However, this is just a kill, right? So it's not that worth it, because I think they're going to get the mid lane priority now, and then they're going to be able to take the Herald. So it's not actually that bad. I think just Akashi should not be pushing that wave without knowing where the enemy team is. They get the Herald. Not bad. They don't get the second charge though. Kinda sucks. The dragon is coming up here. Cue the dragon. 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 Yes, cue the dragon. Yes, cue it. Cue the dragon. Get out. Cue the dragon. Get out. Way too much hesitation. Okay. Cute. Ooh, very nice. Very nice to see. I like the Black Lotus walking in here together as 4. Ooh, good flash by Proxius. Flashes the Malphite ulti. Not the best. Oh, Senny with a gigant. Oh my god. Oh no. I mean, oof. They're lucky that Sylas does not have ulti, you know, because Sylas ulted before with the Twist Fate ulti. But in general, there's like this rule where you should not fight, and fighting in these kind of choke points is probably the worst thing that you can ever do, because it's a very tight area. There's not much room to dodge abilities, and Leona also has the ulti, Volibear ulti, and then like Senna ulti, and I think them grouping up here is extremely bad. I mean, I also think Malphite uses his ulti way too early. There's no, because okay, so imagine Malphite hits his ulti. Who's gonna follow up right now? There's no one to follow up. Like Twisted Fate is in Africa, Jhin is in Africa, Lee Sin is in Africa, Thresh is in Casablanca, and Malphite is in, where is this tournament being held? Anyways, you get my point. So he's actually, even if he hits it, doesn't matter. I don't think they can follow up, but it's good that he still flashes it. I think maybe Lee Sin could have killed him. But yeah, you see, Senna ulti comes out, Volibear ulti comes out, hits all 3, and Mirai is on the side. Kha'Zix comes there, and the fight is just lost, and most likely the game is also lost. Because they don't really have a win condition anymore. But like I said before, the Black Lotus win condition early game is to snowball this Twisted Fate and Lee Sin, take over the game, and look to dive bot lane as much as possible, and then later on use the Malphite ulti to win team fights. They did not succeed in doing that, so they have been outscaled now. Kha'Zix does outscale Lee Sin, top lane does outscale the Malphite. Malphite's just a ulti boss, right? Senna, Jhin, I think Jhin probably it's very equal. I think Senna is a really strong champion. Leona, Thresh, and Sylas definitely outscales Twisted Fate like by miles. So, and Sylas has a free Malphite ulti this game. So I think game is extremely hard for the Black Lotus now. However, I do hope they don't go down without swing. I do like the Black Lotus, at least this game. They try to be active, they try to trade, they try to play aggressive in lane. So I do like that a lot. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Is it draft fault? Because I think this draft, they're both their solo laners are hard losing, and it's just very hard game overall. And bot lane is the only lane that they win, but they weren't able to use their priorities effectively to get control over the map or dive bot lane. I don't see many dives these series. If you're watching this and you're one of the team members, I think you should dive more. Look to set up dives on slow pushes. Look to set it up. If you look at Worlds, every wave that's a slow push, there's always some sort of pressure, either diving or getting vision with the wave. You need to be active on these waves and using your priorities correctly. This is what I want to see. The next time I review one of these games, I want to see some fucking dives, alright? You guys better fucking dive. I want to see you dive. Let's see, Nash is coming up in 1 minute. It's probably going to be the next objective. By the way, should I keep this? I should probably try to keep this review not too long. I don't think people enjoy watching 45-minute videos because I think everyone has the attention span of a 9-year-old these days. I do too. I only want to watch a 5-minute video or 10-minute. It's kind of hard. But there we see it again. So Lee Sin, really good kick, knowing that Proxius doesn't have flash. Good engage. I like the Black Lotus looking for engage here, but unfortunately they do have TP to respond, and also Seijuro with the TP and taking the Malphite ulti. Gets a triple Malphite ulti. Brutal, man. No, double. Okay. I'm perfect also ultis him same time he has ulti, so he doesn't actually kill him. This is probably gonna be Nash now, and I think I could probably cancel the review here, because I feel like the game is gonna be over. I mean, it's pretty over, right? They get outscaled and they also have... But I will still like watch it through here. I just feel like Fox Gaming is just a better team overall. I would really like to see a closer series. Next on. Oh my god, Mirai. Oh my god, Mirai. Mirai! Elesh! Kifesh! Man teshaut. Harraktili gamila. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just brutal because Black Lotus champs are just so useless, man. They're so useless. So goddamn useless. Yeah, I think game Esta boom. Oh, who's gonna take it? Oh, let's go, Shending. Let's go. Gets the kill, man. Let's go, Shending. Beautiful. Oh, Mehdi. It's just style points. But he saw that if he, you know, Silas E actually has the highest AP scaling that you've ever seen. It's like 100% or even more, I think. It's actually brutal. If he has this E here, it's actually dead. So, but I think Mehdi here realizes the game is probably lost and just wants to have some fun. Respectable. It looked kind of clean. Mirai as well, very strong now. Shending does have flash, but it's a Kha'Zix with a Duskblade and Edge of Night and Moby Boots. I don't think you're getting out of that one. Dragon is coming up. It's going to be a third dragon, but I honestly think Fox Gaming has run it down here and end the game almost. But I don't like how Fox Gaming used their Nash. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see how the Nash was. Okay, so they have Nash, right? Okay, now they have Nash. Now they have it. So I think when you're this ahead, you can probably set up... You can probably set up like 2 waves. I would like to see Akashi to go bot lane and push here, which he does not. Oh, okay, never mind. I think it's because Mirai jumped in, right, and then it became a long fight and they chased him. But if that did not happen, if Mirai just did not jump in there randomly, they would be having mid lane pushed and bot lane pushed, and they would just take double inhib with no problems, considering how ahead they are, or even dive them. So I think when you have Nash, it's very important that you play it to buff waves. You should not play for fights. I think fights actually is better for the opposing team because they slow down your Nash and you're not able to take objectives. And objectives is kind of the key when you do take Nash. That like you take Nash because you want to be able to break the inhib or break the nexus, right? So them taking a fight here is, even though you get kills and you win the fight, it's still pretty useless. You couldn't be already taken 2 inhibs, then reset and go top lane, and then take the 3rd inhib and just end the game basically. So they stall out the game again. I think Focus Gaming has really good early game. They're way ahead of the opposing team when it comes to early game, but they do have a lot of problems when it comes to mid game and using their Nash correctly. Like we saw last game, they failed to close out the game it became like a nexus. It became a base race. Considering how ahead they were last game, they became a base race. And that should not happen. I think, guys, when you do scrim, you need to focus on learning to close out games. It's very important that you don't lose focus later on. But I honestly think they're already 2-0 up, so this is probably just like they're just having fun at this point. I'm pretty sure. Yes. See, they do pick up the third dragon. Gonna be pushing bot. All the Black Lotus can do now is just pray. They just pray that the enemy team has mercy to not end this game. They're 10k behind. Alright. I think I will just skip through. I think the game's already over. They're just gonna base here, end the game. Yeah, okay. Okay, so key points to take away from these games. Let's start off with so key points. Early game, not using their priorities correctly. The Black Lotus, they're not using their strengths, that they have bot lane priority and mid lane priority early on. Also same with Fox Gaming, they're using their strength that do have priority, but they're not using it as effectively, like when they could have taken the second red buff or forced Lee Sin out of his jungle or dive top when Senju was winning this hard. And then the Black Lotus, yeah, that was basically like, I would put that as the main points, honestly. I think that's what's lost them the game. They didn't really use anything, and their draft is also not as optimal. They have both solo laners losing and not really that hard winning bot lane. Their bot lane also made a mistake and kind of had to blow their cleanse early on when Shendy took a bad trade. And for Fox Gaming, they also need to work on closing out the games more effectively or efficient, taking too many fights. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And yeah, I'm not sure which other reviews I will do. I heard that they will have a match again in around 5 days. This will be released on Thursday. Let me see what the date is. Yeah, Thursday, the 29th of October. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe, etc. If you do enjoy these videos, I'll look to make other possible videos, maybe even an ASMR video. But we will see you later on how it will go. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3.